Good morning, friends. I am Neeraj Kumar Dinkar. Today we are going to discuss about the national NBC. You know that NBC, National Buildings Codes, new amendment in 2016. 2016. So this is a first time I was explains. This is my first video about the NBC because I am also not aware about this NBC. NBC. So, guys, today we have to discuss about the NBC, National Building Codes. So, what are the National Building Code? You know that mandatory rules that specify minimum standard for buildings, minimum standards for buildings, and non-building structures in jurisdictions for new existing buildings. So that calls uh, that calls National Buildings Code. Mandatory. What is the mandatory minimum specify of requirements of building and non-structures buildings? What is the buildings? What is non-structures building? As if you have working in a constructions industry, then you all are aware about these things. Means buildings. Buildings means if you are going to work constructions RCC work, like the floor to floor we have completed, that called RCC work. If you are going to non building structures which are not any not what means I cannot say that plumbing, like the non-structures buildings RCC we have completed RCC work. After that you have to start the plumbing works, that calls non-structures buildings. Because of this is a supporting part of buildings, and this is a requirements of others requirements and supporting to building establishment buildings welfare systems at your work at in buildings. So guys, non-structures means plumbing work, electricals work, fire detectors work, and electricals. So that all are considered about the non-structures structures of buildings. So what is standardized NBC? What is the standards specify? If you are going to NBC structures designs, if you are going to any building structures, start the any establishment of buildings, any constructions of building, that can you have to consider about the structures designs. Because of this is a very important part of design. If you are going to start the any constructions work with drawing approval from the NBC codes and establishments of drawings, structures drawings. Structured drawings, there are many provisions there mentions. If you are going to build start the buildings, then how to where is access, where is the emergency exit, balcony stables, and balcony and exhaust of ventilations of buildings, balcony area and bedrooms. So how to designs of bedrooms, balcony, urinals, toilets, and everything. Entire design of designed by the with designs with respect to human and human facility, and consider about the load calculations of building, calculations about the if you are using of glass, provided the glass pressures also consider if wind pressures will be high. So there are many things of if you are using of glass, the home what is the classifications of glass and safety glass, which are you know that some high-rise building also constructed, there are also provided the glass system in balcony area. Then consider about the glass capacity of loads. Means if you are going to throw if you are any disaster, that cannot consider about the glass, but some people's standing some people's impact should be considered. If you are going to standards 90 kg load should be capable to any handle. So if in case any persons fall from the balcony, that can impact of glass. Do not broken glass because of this is a safety calls. So design of structures, design of supporting systems, all consider in first structures design. After the constructions, you know that after that we are going to constructions, how to constructions design, how to what is the materials used, what the are materials of which quality, quantity, that all are considered in the buildings material. If you are using the steel, cements, and stones, that all are considered about the constructions activity, which are material going to use. If you are going to make a high rise building, then 100% secured and 100% to follow the safety materials of materials and constructions, how to constructions going as per design, what is the design there are provided, load calculations of. So entire should be considered about the high rise buildings. After that, fire controls and safety. If you are going to develop, if you are going to make buildings, then two things will be very important of if you are going to make a apartment buildings. So fire controls and safety. How to fire controls, you know that fire detectors, fire alarm system, smoke detectors in and safe exit, emergency exist and in case of emergency any happen, then how to evacuate the persons, evacuate the peoples from the residential building. So guys, as per NBC code, you have know that a refuge area, some refuge area also. After that, 7 meters, 7th floor, so also doing the refuge area, because of in case any emergency happen, then all people say there to be gathers in refuge area, that can safely remove, safely evacuate from that area. And there is also process of fire hydrants, so, and fire hydrants, fire vehicles, how to reach the fire vehicle in building residentials if occupy the person. So that all are considered about the in the NBC codes. After the building service, plumbing, electricals, heating and air conducting, lighting systems, ventilation systems. So how to lighting system are there, and ventilations also. You know that if you are going to structures skylight area, so how can people's comfortable feel in high-rise buildings? So there are some open cutout skylight area, and some design of buildings, maybe ventilation, proper ventilations of if any if the people's living in room. So that all are considered in the in national safety, nationals NBC codes. After that, landscapings, outdoor display, how to landscapings, where is garden, where is the welfare systems, some playing systems, entertainment of peoples, and some playing area. You know that is a swimming area. So how to people's feel the comfortable in our society. So that all are considered in the NBC codes. This is main purpose of the building codes. So why building code are required? You know that if this is a very important part, why we are going to required of NBC codes. So some people ask, so we can explain that this required to protect. This is main objectives of NBC: protect of people health and safety and welfares of occupy. This is main reason of an NBC and main objectives of NBC. It protect health, safety and welfares and general welfares occupy buildings, occupant buildings. This is main objective of NBC. If you are going to, if anyone asked to that question, so maybe explain to you are also aware about this thing. And protect against of hazards. Second things, protect against of hazards like structure failure. If you have make a structures, there is a design problems, maybe building will be collapses. So guys, this is main aim or objective of protect against of hazards. If some designs problems, that may be building structures will be failures, fire flooding and storms, you know that some cyclones will become, so maybe buildings impact, maybe impact to buildings. So that all are considered by the NBC codes, NBC codes, and every designs and establishment and establishments by NBC code. NBC codes guides to how to build up, how to load calculation, how to controls of preventive any occurrence and structure failures, fire, flood, storms. If happens earthquake, then what will be considered of what will be considered of earthquake, earthquake, and how to capable of that buildings by the reactor of work earthquake. So electrocutions, if you know that this is a very designs and design of a building, maybe people living in a room, living on apartments, then electrocutions, how to save them peoples. So electrical design also established, and you know that like bedroom area lightings, and where is our fridge, where is our um, worship rooms. So all area designs of related the electricals. And gas leakage, if you are piping in gas lines in apartments, then how to gas lines should be considered and designed to who protect the people, so protect the fires, protect the welfare. So that all are considered with respect to safety, and design made by the respect to safety. Safety who they are occupy, those are occupy in buildings. So guys, after that quota maintenance, counts maintenance. So that all are considered about the buildings. Those are living in buildings. So main purpose of this region. So guys, if after that classifications of buildings, you know that there are 5-7 classifications is there. There first is residential class number 1, A groups. A group residential, which are going to occupiers and residentials. And second thing is there mentioned, there mentions institutionals, like the colleges, institutes. After that some hospitals, and some auditoriums, and there are many types of 6-7 types of buildings classified, what I cannot explain about this. But first class is there mention of residentials building A group. After that, what is the high rise buildings? There is NBC also divide the high rise building if more than 15 meters height, that called high rise buildings. High rise buildings. So that all NBC is a very importance of considers, because of this is a main purpose of the health, safety, and protect of welfare in those are occupied in buildings. So this is very simple, and we have to tomorrow we have discussed about the details of classifications of buildings, and why needs to what is needs to proper care during the construction work. Thanks guys, you are watching my video. Thanks for you.